Tuesday morning, I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment. I've already had a full day, just about a full day, working. Luke and I are going to load up and head out to the Oklahoma City to pick up the latest project, I guess. I'll show you here. Take you to the dog groomer. So I'm going to take you to the dog groomer. Look like one of those floppy dogs with the fur in their face where they can't even see their eyes. Oh, we made it home last night about 12:30, 1 o'clock. And went through a hell of a storm, man. Talking lightning flash and boom, enough to rattle your windows. But anyway, let me show you what we got here. So loaded up the old 62 Savoy, crusty, rusty. Traded it for this. Doesn't look like a whole hell of a lot, but it's got what I want. It's a bit rough. Not horrible though. I've seen way, way worse. So it's got a bad hub assembly there. You can see the alignment of the wheel and how bad it's wearing. Those fancy seats. So it's been sitting with no tops. It's actually got pretty low miles on it, if you can see that. But like I said, it's pretty tore up. Let's see if we can get this open. The door handles are broke. Handles in and out. And part of the reason for that is because this upper door hinge is held on with drywall screws. Yeah, so I got to pull the fender off and fix that properly. You see the floorboards here, I just popped the drain plugs out of them. Hopefully this carpet will shampoo out. If not, then oh well. Let's see, this is a 95. Okay, these seats are actually pretty nice, except stitching went to hell now. It is an automatic, which is great. It is four-wheel drive, which is a deal breaker. If it wasn't four-wheel drive, I wouldn't have wanted it. You see, like all this plasticky stuff is broken. Gonna have to be found.
You can get that pretty easy, can't you?
Yeah, center console's over there. I don't know what shape it's in. Door panels, as you can see, are shot. I gotta replace the inner door handle, the outer door handle. Well, I mean, it's still on there. So where's it broken from? Oh. Well, that's really dumb. So it looks like that plastic clip there just goes around the threads. I think I can put from the inside. No. Just grab the handle.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, it's just a little stupid little clip, probably on both sides. Looks like it's gonna need a little weld there. Tops are fairly cheap. I'm not a fan of convertibles. My thought was just to take that roof skin I've got from the Honda and make a steel roof.
Looks like it's in fine shape.
Hey, it's got cup holders. Good.
So
Gonna have to find an ignition because they busted that all out. Goes the other way.
This the center console.
That goes up there around the shifter. That goes there around the parking thing. I'm gonna pull these seats out anyway. I gotta shampoo them. Huh?
How do you put it on?
I don't know. We're not gonna worry about it right now, though. And there's a reason that it's off. We got to figure out why. You'll see from the way these tires are abraded that somebody was having a lot of fun with it. Hopefully it's not totally tore up. Doesn't appear to have really any rust on it. I mean, even the floors were holding 6 inches of water on them when I popped the plugs out of them, so I'm not seeing any rust. I do see a little bit there on the window corners on both sides. Bumpers are kind of tore up. I'm going to make pipe bumpers for it.
What are these for? These hooks.
I don't know. It's going to need a set of tires. It's going to need all kinds of good stuff, bad stuff in general.
Seats work.
Yeah. I thought maybe even taking that extra Rambler back window and making it into a pickup. Maybe. Right now the goal is to get it unloaded. So first I need to take it over and get these tires aired up. These ones don't look so bad. There's a bunch of dirt in the beads. And then the left front's got a nail in it.
Got a nail in it?
Yeah. I need to put a plug in it. Let's see, there was a bunch of dirt. So we went by the car wash last night because I can't bring my buddy's trailer back with mud all over it. So I needed to wash the trailer off anyway. I figured I may as well hose this thing off and make it look presentable.
Nail holding here in.
Ish. It's leaking around it, but it's not leaking as bad as it would be if we pulled it out.
Just all the air dry.
Yep. Yeah, I have to figure that out, but that won't be hard to figure out. Why are you messing with that? And like I said, it didn't look bad. So let's get this thing. Let's go haul it over there to the compressor, get the tires aired up, and then get it unloaded. Okay, so I had to put a cable end on it, and these things are garbage, but they'll get you by in a pinch. Fuse link wire is bad. I don't know if that's enough to make it work. Something appears to maybe be missing from here. Maybe not. I don't know. Did it go in here? It looks like a relay, maybe. Something maybe went into there. But this fuse link is blown, so I gotta get it out of there right now. And there we have it. I'd say it fired right off. And it pretty much did, but for some odd reason, it's not starting from the ignition switch. I had to start it by jumping the starter. The exhaust smells kind of oily. Yeah.
I didn't hear it from over there. I started hearing it like right in that tree.
Yeah. Check engine light is on. That doesn't surprise me. Gas is just about empty. I will. I'm just checking things first.
Oh, it does smell. It smells like burning.
It smells like oil, like burning oil, but
That sounds so stupid.
well, that kind of makes sense. The wires going to the mass airflow sensor are all messed with, so that might be an issue. I need to figure out where the check engine port is. Hey,
Can
at
you
the
go
very
drive
least, oh no, it's not going to drive like that.
It's not gonna drive?
I don't think so.
How?
Go grab that gas can off the back of the truck, the little one. All right, we're gonna throw some fresh gas in and see what happens. Yeah, so right here, you can see somebody has been manipulating wiring. I don't know, the colors don't match. And me messing with it is causing it to do things. I mean, I could try to go through there and rewire all that, but I think I'd rather find a new pigtail. And I think the AC compressor is kicking in. Yes, it is.
What?
I think the air conditioning's charged up.
Is it good? So this thing's like running.
Like if it had a belt on it, I bet you the AC would be blowing cold. Uh-oh. Go put that back. Yeah, this all needs to be redone. I need to get down inside there. You can see there's a spot there that's chewed open. I need to open all that up and completely redo all that. Every time I touch it, it does weird things. There could be some issues going on there in the cap. Otherwise, the engine's good. I'm not sure if you can adjust the valves on these or not, but it sounds like it needs a valve adjustment. Yes, you can adjust the valves. So, loose is always better than tight. Okay, so I am going to...
Oh, you put the grill on.
Try to locate the check engine port. It should be OBD1, which is unfortunate because I don't have any equipment to do OBD1. But most of the stuff will self-check. And I'll bet you it's going to tell me it's a mass error issue. We'll be back. Well, speedometer works, temperature gauge works, tachometer works, gas gauge does not. We put a few gallons of gas in the tank and it overflowed, so it is full of gas. It's old, but it's not rotten, so I'm not really worried about running it, but it definitely doesn't have the power that it should.
Doesn't gas start rotting at 5 years?
Oh, it just depends on how much it's been exposed to oxygen. Alright. We just checked the four-wheel drive. It does not work. I'm pretty sure transfer case and everything's alright. It's probably just a hub. Probably that bad hub. Yeah, this whole thing's rocking and rolling right now. What's the matter? Water. Spider. They don't eat much. Where's my mind? Where is my mind? You can hear that thing scraping when we turn.
Is that the hub?
That is the backing plate.
That's
And the rotor scraping it when we
Is
turn.
that probably not good when it's scraping like that?
No, it's not good. You hear that thing scraping. All right. Get back to the house. Put this thing to bed. I'm gonna make a list of parts that we're gonna need to find. the homeboy. Okay, I'm gonna stop off here and say hi. All kinds of fun little toys for y'all to buy.
I mean, I could go out there and video for a little bit if you wanted to see what was.
Well, it's private property. We can't go over there.
I could probably video from over here.
Yeah, you don't just drive on people's property, mess with their stuff. That's a good way to get yourself shot.
Yeah, out here because you're on their property.
Stand your ground laws.
Out in Washington, you get booked for 30 years.
Yeah. Not allowed to protect your property in Washington.
Everything's covered except nobody can afford insurance out there. What?
Square body.
It's not a rear sight.
No, there's plenty of square bodies around out here.
You said that was the one thing about them from like 80 something, 70 something, to like 80 something that you rear end them and they explode.
No, if they get T-boned on the gas tank side, they explode. Everybody, says, talk about a Pinto. Oh, don't get rear-ended, you'll die. Yeah, don't get T-boned in a square body, you'll die. Far more people have been killed in square bodies than were ever killed in Pintos. They did make a lot more of them, but still, the death to production rate is still much higher on a Chevy square body than a Pinto. Anyway. Let's get back over to the house. I don't know if these tires are still holding there or not.
It's kind of wobbling a little bit.
Yeah, that's that back tire. That's what the Mazda was doing. It's like, whoop, I got a tire coming apart.
The brake's good.
Yeah. Should have secured that grill. Hopefully it didn't fall off.
Wouldn't you hear it if it did?
Yeah, we'd run it over though.
So you'd hear it being ran over.
Yeah.
Did you hear any crunching?
No, it hasn't fallen off. Not yet, anyway. Anyway, I want these goodies.
I want the El Camino.
Any toys you want to buy?
That golf cart's, they're not golf cart, their go-kart's still pretty cool.
My lights are working.
Are they? No, I mean, the lights on the thing are working, but are the actual lights working?
No, I don't know.
I don't think they're, because those side lights
I
weren't
don't
working.
think we checked them.
Yeah, we did. We checked all the lights. Yeah,
Okay.
those two, like, corner lights over there didn't work.
Put this to bed. I'll throw the Volvo roof on it, strap it down. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's supposed to rain today, too. No Volvo or Rambler content. Okay. It's a pretty good little test drive. Okay, so here is the problem. Let's see how much that's moving. Yep. Gonna have to tear into there on that. Alright, that's it for tonight. No Rambler video yesterday or today. Tomorrow's supposed to rain like hell too, so probably no Rambler video tomorrow. And but we'll have something for you tomorrow. See you then. All right, got this fender mostly off. There's one screw up there that's fighting me. And here's the damage, which I think is actually a pretty common problem on these, although I haven't really seen a repair kit. So I need to get this off and then pull this off and see what's underneath it. I'll just fix it with the flux core. I'm not really gonna go crazy. I think I'll just pull the whole door off. Why not? Let me go grab a socket for that. We'll get this fixed up right. All right, here's what we're looking at. to get my, looks like a straight screwdriver, 3 Phillips screws, and a 1/4 inch. Get that out of there and see what I'm looking at underneath there. That's really thin, so I thought maybe I just weld that in place, but it's really thin. All right, took that plate off, and one of these are, you know, they're spot welded in there from the back, but one of them disappeared. I got the magnet over here, couldn't find it anywhere, and I think it actually fell down inside, and there's no access. So I've got just a regular old nut. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, get those welded in, and then this one actually goes down here, and then we'll kind of tap them back flat, and I'll go around and I'll weld a little stronger, I think. Try to get this as tough as I can. All right, it's not pretty, but it'll work. This inner metal here is the much thicker, where this is just a skin. So we sprayed the etch primer down first, and then sprayed the zinc over the top of it, and hopefully it won't rust or anything. I'm not gonna put a bunch of Bondo there, or try to cut out the thin metal and put another piece in. There's no point in it. So hopefully the threads aren't buggered up too bad. We'll get the door back on here in a sec. All right, here's the door. No more dropping off. It's just a really bad design. Like, you know, the hinge will eventually open as far as it can. There's like a stop built into it, and then from that point it just keeps going and it rips those bolts out. There needs to be a 3rd bolt here for strength, and they didn't do that. As you can see, you can't see very well. Try to see how much it's flexing like that. So I got to be really careful when the wind blows whether or not it'll touch that. So there we go. I'm taking all this cladding off the bottom. It's going to leave me with several holes. I don't care. As you can see from all the dirt, it's a great place for dirt to get trapped and for it to rust it out. There isn't a spot of rust down there though. Same thing, the splash shields here on the fender still undamaged, but there is 3 inches of mud in the bottom of this fender. Ugh. So you all know what happens there. That's going to turn into rust, and then there won't be a fender. And this fender is in really good shape. Well, I mean, it's got some dings, but look at this, and that's dirt. There's a little bit of leaves on top, but that's dirt. If I had the time and energy to mess with it, I would clean all this up real good, spray a bunch of zinc on it, and then I would probably never have to worry about it rusting. But yeah, you get all that cleaned off. See up here, this is kind of a weird little thing. It's just spot welded to the fender. All right, I'm gonna put this Escudo back together. Okay, got the grill back on, just one little screw in it. That's fine for now. Actually, I guess technically 2, but that one's kind of broke off. It's got some damage, but not enough for me to spend $100 to replace it. I can glue it, maybe, zip tie it the Washington way, Pacific Northwest way. You just tell people it is what it is. So, whatever. That looks good enough for me to save $100. All right, I'm gonna work on this roof real quick. Again, it was supposed to storm. It got kind of cloudy there for a second, and it started clearing off again. You can see there's some dark clouds, but I'm gonna get on this so that way I don't have to worry about it getting full of water again. I'll be back. So there you have it. And then no, that's not gonna happen. This piece though, I think if I cut it off right down along this line here, it'll sit right in here, and I'll just have to trim it here and there, trim it up here in front a little, you know, and then I'll be able to sit it down in there. I could put a screw just to kind of hold it in place. The back I'll have to do something else with, but that's the piece I wanted. I'm out of time and I'm really out of strength right now to do anything else. I gotta fix these 2 tires. I think for the back, I'm gonna turn this thing into a pickup. I don't need another truck. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pickups. But I don't like convertibles, and I don't want to buy a soft top for it. I don't like them. And the fiberglass tops are like $800-900 used. I don't even have $10 in my bank account right now. And it's a week to payday. But anyway, I think I've got a couple station wagons. I got a Pinto wagon, and I've got a Colt wagon that are both just junk. But I could take that back window out. Something to think about. But for right now, I'm done. This is your content this week. Sorry there was no Rambler work, but with the impending doom coming, I didn't want to get it out in the weather. So I will see you guys next week.